If I was feeling very generous, I could say spring's here. This year's brutal winter has led me to rejoice at the minimal sign of spring, and I'm more than delighted to redecorate my room for spring.
Okay, so for this DIY, you don't need a lot of stuff, and everything you do need, you should be able to find around your house. The first thing you need are some tissue paper. Now, I collected these from my past shopping trips. Let's put that aside. You will also need some tree branches, and I just broke these off of the tree in my backyard. A glass jar. This used to hold a type of sauce that I don't remember anymore, but it will be used today. You also need some wires, but I'm using these wired food ties. These works great. And lastly, you will either need an X-Acto knife or a scissors, whichever one you prefer. And that is all.
The only somewhat technical part of the whole DIY is making the flowers. To make these, we need to resize the tissue paper. Fold it in half and separate it with a pair of scissors or X-Acto knife. Hold it and cut it again until you get an approximate square shape that's about the size of your palm. Nothing needs to be too precise. If you're not a DIY pro already, just practicing making the flowers with larger sheets first, and once you get the hang of it, use smaller sheets to make smaller flowers that looks more intricate. To make a flower, lay your 5 to 6 sheets of tissue on top of each other, and holding them together, we will fold the paper at about the half-inch mark. Then turn the tissue backwards and fold at the half-inch mark again. This will create a zigzag pattern. Once you use up all of the paper, take a piece of wire, in my case a wire food tie, and tie the folded paper at the halfway point. The last thing you have to do is lift each layer of tissue paper towards the center in order to form the flower. You might think this is very tedious to do initially, but after making a few flowers, you will speed up significantly and be a pro in no time. Just be careful not to rip the sheets when you lift each layer. So I made a few more tissue flowers in varying sizes and colors. Different size paper will make different size flowers. So go ahead and experiment. And we are almost done. The next thing you need to do is to place the tissue flowers onto the branches. Remember how we used wires to secure the flowers? Well, use the leftover portion of the wire to wrap it around the branch. Twist it tightly to secure the flowers onto the branch. And if you want, you can use a hot glue gun to make it extra secure. You can arrange the flowers however you want. Just unwind the wires to take it off of the branch and position it somewhere else. Once you're happy with the position, place the branches into the glass jar. I tied a piece of ribbon around the jar to make it more glam. Here's a little tip. Use a piece of wire to position the branch the way you want. And you're all done! Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more DIY vlogs and fashion tutorials. Bye!